Hello everybody, I'm Chef Ben and this is Questions of the Week, the show where I compile a handful of questions that I've been asked over the last little while that I think could benefit a lot of people, and I talk about them right here every Friday. Okay, this is the first Friday I've done it. Last Friday was actually Thursday, and this is only the second episode, but it doesn't matter. Let's get into it. So question one comes from Sue. This is on the ginger beef post. What cut of meat did I use? So she's asking what cut of meat I used on the ginger beef. So I used center cut rib roast. Honestly, I was at the grocery store and it was on sale. So I bought it, cut it up. I'm actually going to use the rest of it to make beef jerky, I think. But, I mean, you could use sirloin for this. You could use flank. You could use whatever you want. Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't use like prime rib or like a ribeye. It'd be a little too fatty. But any kind of lean meat, go for it. Question 2. This comes from Hutton Lauren. I'm assuming her name is Lauren Hutton on Instagram. This is on the chicken dinner post I did last Friday. What did you add to the turnip other than brown sugar? I've never liked turnip, but I got some from a CSA. So what I did with my turnip, and this is kind of what I always grew up eating, was I mash it with carrot. So I boil the turnip and carrot together, drain them off, mash them with a bit of brown sugar, salt, pepper, butter. You can add a little bit of cinnamon or nutmeg in there. I didn't. Sometimes I do, but sometimes I just like it straight up. So that's what I did. Question 3, this comes from Michelle. This is actually from the blog, howtonotburnshit.com. This is on the perfect pie crust post. She says, can I make this gluten-free using 1-to-1 flour? So she's asking if she can make my pie dough recipe gluten-free by using 1-to-1 flour. And the answer is, I don't know. So 1-to-1 flour isn't always actually 1-to-1. And I have never, up until this point, tried to make a pie dough using 1-to-1 flour. So I honestly don't know. It's something I think that would kind of take some trial and error, which is unfortunate because pie dough, I make it with butter, so it's kind of expensive to make. But yeah, I honestly don't know. And I think it would probably depend on the brand of 1-to-1 flour you use as well. Sorry, Michelle. This next question, number 4, also comes from howtonotburnshit.com, and this is from Valerie. This one was a little while ago, and it was on Autumn, a Love Story. So I wrote that a few weeks ago, and she says, did you ever think that your life's passion would have been romanticizing split pea soup? So in that post, I talked about, I think probably my first experience eating split pea soup. And to answer your question, Valerie, the answer is no. I honestly never thought that I would be doing anything like this when I first got into cooking or when I dreamed of being a chef all those years ago. I mean, honestly, 2 years ago, I never thought that this is what my career would lead me to. And finally, we have another question from Hutton Lauren, or Lauren Hutton, on Instagram, and this was on the lamb sandwich post. How did the bread, which was Udi's gluten-free baguette, hold up to the juice? Well, it held up very well. So what I did was I took the roasted lamb that I had made the night before for dinner. I sliced it nice and thin. I cooked it. I heated it up in its gravy with some sauteed onions. Then I put it on the baguette with some Dijonnaise. So I mixed mustard and mayonnaise. The baguette, the Udi's baguette, when you buy it, you have to put it in the oven for like 15 minutes. So it gets kind of a nice crust on the outside. And so because of that, it actually holds up really well to a saucy sandwich like the lamb sandwich that I made. So I mean, if you were to make like a beef dip, which I think Lauren Hutton said she was going to, or something like that, I think that it would be a really good gluten-free baguette to use. And honestly, I haven't really seen many other gluten-free baguettes other than that one. And I mean, it's good for what it is. It definitely doesn't taste like a regular, French baguette, but it is good for what it is. Yeah, that's it, everybody. I hope that you all have a fantastic weekend, and if you're in the Atlantic region of North America, stay dry. That's it. That's all I got. Have a great weekend, everybody. I will see you on Monday for dinner with Ben, and we are making one of my all-time favorite vegetarian dishes, dal. It's much more exciting than the name suggests. I'll see you then.